All right, Gemini, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast for September 28th through October 4th. My name is Athen. So there's not a whole lot going on this week in the transit graph, as you can see here. So I'm going to talk about the general energies for you. The biggest thing of this week is that we had that lunar eclipse here on Sunday. And that was in your 10th house of your work, career, everything on that public level, your future, your legacy, etc. So coming into this week, over the weekend, and really this whole early part of the week as well, it's a good time to reflect on how things are unfolding and just see the overall perspective of your career, of your work, of your service to the community, to the collective, whatever it is you do here that is what you would consider maybe your legacy. Is going to be the high point. And there's a lot of awareness, there's a lot of information coming through at this time in regards to that. A lot of you might be seeing a culminating energy from the past 6 months in relation to your career, etc. But it's a great week to implement that and really ground that towards matters relating to home and family and establishing your roots. That's been the North Node transiting this fourth house of yours for the past couple years, and this week this part of your chart is going to be activated. Mercury retrograde here is helping you restructure, rethink about things relating to home and family, and I think that's just naturally where your mind is at the moment. So the more open you are to modification and changes there, maybe with your roots and things like that, is a very good way to work with this week. The sun is going to actually conjoin up to that Mercury here on Wednesday, so there's a lot of insights to be gained. And even in regards to how you express yourself and communicate in your ideas, the sun does rule that third house, and you still do have a lot of activity here in your third. You can be enjoying those simple communications and connections and picking up that book or doing some writing or some communicating. There's a lot of motivation to do that with Mars here as well. And with Jupiter, there is opportunity for you to do those kinds of things. So that's going to continue this week as it has been the case. But I think this week there's a lot of this emphasis about putting in this more public and career energy into setting your foundations in life, or just becoming more solidified there and understanding more about your roots and maybe even who you are on a deeper emotional level. Now, one thing about this week is that Saturn is going to be sextiling up to the North Node. That energy is going to go exact here on Wednesday. So this has all been about, it's been all about Saturn transiting this fifth house of yours, helping you gain more discipline with how you create, how you express. For the past couple of years, some of you might have started small businesses. Some of you may have gotten into creative projects or things relating to that you've been taking seriously. It's essentially your creations that you take seriously and you've nurtured and built some sort of foundation with that. Now Saturn is shifting into your sixth house of health, diet, routine, and your work to develop maybe some of those things into a craft at work, or into a way that you're improving it. And again, it's really about improving self. So that's going to be the energy, and I think we'll be shifting, I think we'll be feeling that shift here this week and next week and in this early part of October with Saturn going into Scorpio. And I think anything that you do consider about that with the Saturn sextiling up to the North Node, such as maybe a new health regimen, new diet, or developing your crafts, can be very supportive. There's an easy flow of energy with that. And again, it's supporting this fourth house of your roots, home, family, things like that. So that's the week in a nutshell. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of major transits going on, so I feel like the lunar eclipse energy is going to be very reflective for a lot of us, integrating it for you, involving that career, legacy, life path, public stuff, and implementing that into your life path energy of home and family, the temporary life path, which is the North Node transiting this fourth house of yours to establish your roots, get connected with family, home, past. There's a lot to be learned about that. You're in a sort of reflective time because your ruler's retrograde. It's important to bring extra conscious attention to your life and to these matters, and naturally through that you can learn quite a bit this week. So Gemini, have a great one. If you guys have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.